Can I go in here?
Yeah.
Janine's Nature Studio. Oh my god. Now that's a fairy garden. Oh my gosh, it's not a garden, it's a fairy village. You've put some thought into this. The little creek, and look at the paddling ferry down the river.
We read an article in the Beacon News about this young man. Greg Wittstock.
That would be me.
I know that guy.
It is a beautiful day in Aurora, Illinois. I'm with my main guy, Brian. 23 years we've been working together. I'm Greg Wittstock, the pond guy. This is my channel, Greg Wittstock, the pond guy. And when we pulled up to this job, you said you hadn't been here for...
Well, I'm gonna guess like 10 years. I haven't seen this. I remember building it. It's a granite boulder pond. I think we added onto it once. I know they're addicted to the hobby, and I know they love landscaping. I haven't seen it in a long time, but because I know they're hobbyists, it's gonna look incredible.
All right, let's go check it out.
When did we build this?
Well, the first one, and I have the books,
Oh, do you?
2004.
Okay.
2004.
So 14 years.
Wow, it's been a long
that was
time.
the first one.
Uh-huh.
And then I think 2 years later, we had it.
We added the stream and the waterfall and everything else. Yeah.
Well, it is beautiful. I'll give you a hug. This is
Oh.
so nice to come out
so
and...
nice that
Yeah.
you came out.
Oh my gosh, are you
idea.
kidding me? Brian said he hasn't been here in 10 years and it's so grown in, you were saying.
Well, I
Yeah,
haven't been here in a long time, and I said I know it's going to look great because you love playing in the garden. Look at the water lilies. Like they are loving their
You have
pond.
so many bees going into the lilies.
There's 8 of them.
Uh-huh. I'm sure you got frogs and everything else with great water quality. This is just spectacular.
We love it.
Yeah.
And you know, Joe has Parkinson's.
Oh.
But I'll tell you, that is like medicine because it really helps him to relax.
So what you're saying is that this is really therapeutic for your husband.
Yes.
That's good. You sit out here, hear that sound, watch the waterfalls and the pond and the fish.
Yeah.
I can't help but look this way. That patio is new.
Yes.
I
All
can
right,
tell.
let's go check it out.
Oh, I love the stepping stones. Hey, Joe.
Here, Brian.
Good to see you. Good to see you.
How you doing? Yes, yes, yes. This looks like a great place to sit.
Yeah.
We love it. We're surrounded by plants.
How long have you lived here?
We bought the house new. It was a lot. We moved in the day after Thanksgiving of 1990.
Yep, that's a long time.
It must have been the early 2000s. We read an article in the Beacon News about this young man. Greg Wittstock.
That would be me.
I know that guy.
And had you been thinking about a water feature before that?
No,
Or
but it was just the most interesting article about how I think you started building little ponds while you were in college.
yeah, no, I started my business in college, but I actually started my pond as a hobbyist when I was a 12-year-old kid for my turtles.
Oh, that's right. I
Yes.
remember that. Yes, yes.
And it's still a labor of love. So I'm going around now vlogging, showcasing how my customers are actually living the Aquascape lifestyle. And you were just saying that when we came up here that this is very therapeutic for
Yeah.
both of you, and in particular your husband who's recuperating around here.
Yeah. And sometimes we just sit here and just listening to the sound.
And watch the birds and the bees.
Yes.
And
And see the lower falls. So we get so many birds, usually in the morning and then in the evening. And they come in from behind and they think they're safe there and they're just taking their baths. And
Yes.
it's really neat.
How much work is the actual pond itself versus the landscaping around it and, you know, the grass lawn, for instance?
Almost zero. I empty out
The skimmer?
The skimmer. We feed the fish.
Yeah.
And that's about it because Aquascape does the rest.
Well, it looks absolutely spectacular. So this was put in now 14 years ago. They've enjoyed this.
This is the first one.
You're going to show pictures of me when I was skinny.
Oh yeah, look at the
And
old
we can
trucks.
tell who's Brian right here.
Marking it out. You got every step by step.
I mean, literally, there was
Ed still
nothing
didn't
in
have
this
hair.
yard.
Yeah,
Ed's
Ed's
been bald for a
He's
long
been
time.
bald for a long
Empty.
time. Well, you really have a nice documented thing of this whole thing.
All grass.
Yeah.
And now look at this yard.
Look at the difference. What a difference 14 years makes.
Yeah.
Can I go in here?
Yeah.
Janine's nature studio. Oh my god. This is so awesome. Look at the floors. I so have to have one of these. This is so awesome.
All we need right now is a little tea and crumpets would be perfect.
This is so cool.
This is serenity for you out here, right? Serenity now.
It's like so spotless.
And it's not hot.
No.
Usually in the morning it's pretty cool in here.
Janine, you guys are on our up and coming pond tour. Our pond is nice, but this is awesome. People are gonna love to see this.
Oh really?
Oh my gosh. So you said you wanted to show me something over here, and I can't wait. Like I was impressed with this.
But this is the herb garden.
Look at all the
then
different herbs.
The fairy garden is in back of the berm.
Oh, now that's a fairy garden. Oh my gosh, it's not a garden, it's a village. It's a fairy village. You've put some thought into this. The little creek, and look at the paddling ferry down the river.
This is the annex.
Yeah. See the little mini. Look
And
at the farm. I mean, you could spend an hour looking at this and come back a year later and discover new stuff. I can't believe, like, when you look at the pictures of what this looked like when we finished, to then what you guys have done with it afterwards, like, you really kind of made our pond look fantastic. I mean, right?
I'll tell you, that's the best thing we could have done.
Really?
And then we've got a bench over there. It's
Let's
like
go
a
see.
it's in the shade, so you can just sit there.
Oh, yep. It's my favorite spot.
And look at the.
I have an area behind my pond that kind of does the same thing. Right? You walk behind the waterfalls, and there's this little, like, clean pathway, and it's just more garden. But it's just quiet, and it's shaded, and there's something really relaxing about sitting underneath the natural canopy of trees.
Yes.
You know? Yeah, this is great.
I'll tell you, that was the best thing that we could have done.
The pond?
That's the centerpiece of the yard.
What advice would you give? Like, what's the one thing you would do if you could have done it over again? Because you did it twice.
We did it twice. We went very small because we didn't know, we had never had a pond before. But in retrospect, we should have just
gone big one.
Gotten a larger one.
If you could do anything over again, what would you do? Or change anything about it now?
Nothing.
Yeah, I love it.
Nothing.
I think it looks so good.
It just evolves. Yeah.
I think we say this all the time, but one of my favorite things about a well-designed water feature, it's the one thing that you can own and purchase that actually appreciates over time.
Yes.
Right? And look at, like, those pictures so do it justice. What we left you with 14 years ago and what you have now is such a better thing than what we built.
It looks natural.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about it. And the birds, that's the other thing, where they have their own little secret area, and it's just so much fun just sitting there watching them take their baths and drinking and pushing each other around.
I was never a bird person until my 3-year-old daughter, who's now 10, but at 3 years old, said, "What is that?" And she was pointing to different birds, and I didn't know what it was, so we started getting into the hobby of looking at birds. And the enjoyment of the birds to me is equal, if not more, enjoying as the fish.
Yes.
Right? Watching the different birds interact with the water feature, it's just so relaxing.
Yes.
And they play, and they go back and forth, and the different varieties that show up throughout the season, and Well, I love how you've created this. It's really kind of a garden walk between the she garden and the little quiet resting place over here, and you just keep discovering. You obviously have a couple green thumbs. Like, there's the original waterfall kind of coming down through a stream into a small pond right here by a much different patio than what we're sitting on. There's the one Norway spruce, there's the second Norway spruce, And there's the blue spruce right there. So now what we're looking at is an addition on the pond that comes way over here. There's stepping stones going across right here. And those spruce trees are now this tall with another waterfall.
Yeah, just sitting here looking at these pictures and seeing how the garden has evolved over the years and the different flowers, and look at that, you know, look at that goldfinch there. Look at the flower and the goldfinch. I mean, just how gorgeous that is.
It looks like they're having a stare down.
I mean, it's just so nice, and just, you know, the dog, and of course how you enjoy and live with it. It's just a lifestyle. Just beautiful. Well, for us, this is always fun. So thank you for your hospitality.
Well,
And
thank you.
thank you for being
coming.
a long-time customer. Joe, good seeing you. Okay, good luck with everything you got going through. Okay,
Joe, it's so good.
strong-
Thanks for
handshake.
giving us the opportunity to do this too. Thank you very much.
Good
Thank
luck.
you, guys.
Good luck with everything, and continue to enjoy living the Aquascape lifestyle. Hey, if you like seeing stuff like this and meeting cool people, you know what? I never even said. You know what my favorite part of this pond is?
What?
I've been here for 30 minutes. It's the sound. I
Yes.
just love
Yeah.
that sound. Brian, what about you? What's your favorite part?
100% reconnecting with past customers.
There you go.
Right?
That's a good one. But if you like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, and follow along as we showcase how people live the Aquascape lifestyle. I love my job.